Bring in Texas Congressman Michael Cloud. He's a member of the House Oversight and Appropriations Committees. Congressman, I want to get your thoughts on what you saw over the weekend. And do you think that the big, beautiful bill is going to be in front of you by Wednesday?
I think there's a good chance it is. We'll, of course, be watching the Voterama today to see how that goes, and that'll have a lot to do probably on the potential success of it in the House. I know a cross-section of the House is concerned that the Senate bill doesn't look as close to what the House bill as we had hoped, but I know the Senate's still working on it, and we're all working toward the goal of getting it done by July 4th.
Well, certainly we're going to be watching that Voterama as it plays out this morning. That's going to get underway just after 9 a.m. Eastern time. I want to ask you about this as well. President Trump said that he would consider bombing Iran again if Tehran keeps enriching uranium to concerning levels. He's also looking to prosecute those who leaked the Iran intelligence report on Operation Midnight Hammer. Here's what I told Maria on Sunday Morning Futures. Watch this.
You tweeted the Democrats leaked an intelligence.
They should be prosecuted.
Who specifically? Do we know who did it? Will you be able to find out?
They could find out. If they wanted, they could find out easily. You know, you go up and tell the reporter, national security, who gave it. You have to do that. And I suspect we'll be doing things like that.
Congressman, your reaction to that?
I think what we've seen over the last couple of weeks is what we always talk about but rarely see from the executive, and that is true peace through strength. The strength that President Trump has brought to the table, other countries know you do not mess with him. He will act. And so for him continuing to put the pressure on Iran to make sure that they stay where they need to stay is a good thing. And then the fact that this report was leaked is criminal, literally criminal, and the people should be prosecuted. We've seen this time and time again where those who don't like the president's agenda, who are serving supposedly at the pleasure of the president constitutionally, they need to be prosecuted when they do things like this to try to undermine the duly elected executive.
Well, we do know that there's many that are talking about doing investigations to try and find out, because you don't want national security secrets leaked. I want to ask you about something else, another groundbreaking portion of Maria's interview with President Trump. It had to do with New York City. So New York City's mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani, he doubled down on his plan to jack up property taxes on, quote, richer and whiter neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. Then he went on to say that billionaires should not exist. Listen to this.
That is just a description of what we see right now. It's not driven by race. It's more of an assessment of what neighborhoods are being undertaxed versus overtaxed. I think I'm just naming things as they are. I don't think that we should have billionaires because, frankly, it is so much money in a moment of such inequality. And ultimately, what we need more of is equality across our city and across our state and across our country.
Okay, so Congressman, listen to what President Trump told Maria about what has happened here in New York City. Watch this.
What did you make of the New York Democrat primary, Mamdani?
I think it's very bad for New York. I don't know that he's going to get in. It's inconceivable that but he's a communist, and he's a pure communist. Let's say this. If he does get in, I'm going to be president, and he's going to have to do the right thing.
He said he's going to fight ICE. He's not going to allow ICE to...
He'll be very unsuccessful.
And he said if Benjamin Netanyahu comes to New York, he's going to have him arrested.
Whoever's mayor of New York is going to have to behave themselves, or the federal government is coming down very tough on them financially.
President Trump, a New Yorker. Congressman, your reaction?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's astonishing to see that someone like that, outspoken communist in our country, would get a party nomination. But this just shows you how far the left has gone in our country. You know, we're not where we were a generation ago, where the difference between the right and left was we wanted the same things for our country. And the debate was more over how do we get to that shared space. What we see coming out of the left is this extreme leftist Marxist agenda where they are trying to reshape the United States into a system that has failed history time and time and time again. And so hopefully the voters will see it. I believe they will, and that this man will not be elected. But if so, we'll be looking at the dollars going to support those kind of things.
Yeah, I know. It's wild what's happening with the Democrats in general. Congressman Michael Cloud, Congressman, thank you. We'll be right back, everybody.
Thank you.
More after this.